Hello, today we'll be presenting the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin by yours truly, Edgar Diaz, to Professor Dr. Suzanne Deschamps. To start off this presentation, I would like to present Benjamin Franklin, who was born on January 17 in 1706, and he was born in Boston, Massachusetts. He is an American printer, a publisher, author, inventor, and a scientist. In his family household, there were 17 kids, and he turned out to be the 10th kid that was born in his family. He sadly passed away on April 17, 1790, at the age of 84. As you can see here, you can see a picture of Benjamin Franklin, who was one of America's greatest influencers. Some more biographical information about Benjamin Franklin was that he was able to draft the Declaration of Independence, and he was also one of the people that signed the Declaration of Independence. He was also able to represent the U.S. and the American Revolution, and he also made important contributions to science, such as being the one to understand electricity and how it works. He was also a good, elegant writer and a publisher who was able to publish many books. You can see here a picture of Benjamin Franklin statue, which is located in the Franklin Institute. As you can see here, it's a picture of a lightning rod, which was used by Benjamin Franklin to be able to get an understanding on how electricity really works and functions. This rod contained a metal rod that was able to be conducted at the top of a building, which was electronically connected to the bottom of the ground, which was able to protect the house of a lightning storm. Some plot of the novels that was figured out while reading this novel was that he was able to found the Philadelphia Library, which was one of the first libraries in the U.S. He was also able to publish his book, Poor Richard's Almanac, and he was also able to invent the open or Franklin stove. He was also able to aid many foundings in a hospital, and he was able to experiment the kite, which made him understand the electrical discharge. He was also one of the people that were able to prevent the passage of the Stamp Act. And in this picture, you can see Benjamin Franklin, which is in the $100 bill, which we see today, which has a symbol of peace, labor, and commerce. Another part of the novel was that he was able to invent the swimming fins, which giving the ability for people to swim better. He was also able to sign the Constitution, as previously mentioned. He was able to sign the Treaty of Paris. He also served as a governor for Pennsylvania. He also represented Pennsylvania at the Constitutional Convention, and he was also able to open his own printer shop. In this picture, you can see Benjamin Franklin going over his novels and presentations which he was able to make. In this picture, you can see an example of the Franklin stove, which was invented in 1742, which was mainly used in households to be able to warm up the place around the house so people wouldn't suffer in the colder times. Some major characters of the novels that were able to influence Benjamin Franklin were the Governor Keith and his personal wife, Rebecca Reed. And one of the most important influences in his life was his father, which was able to teach him all the things that he knew. Another person that influenced him on opening his own printer shop was Hugh Meredith. And another person that was able to influence him in his writings and thinkings were David Hume and Cotton Mather. In this picture, you can see his picture, which was his wife, Rebecca Reed, which influenced him a lot in his lifetime. In this picture, you can see David Hume, which was one of the most people that was able to influence him throughout his lifetime, which was able to help him think and also help him come up with actions. He was also able to persuade him to order to repeal, despite having the Stamp Act taxes. Some historical, cultural, economic time during this era was that the Stamp Act was passed by the House of Commerce, and many people disliked it. As you can see in this picture, many people used to make different type of pictures to describe their feelings and express them. He was also elected the governor of Pennsylvania. He became an official printer for New Jersey. He published proposals related to education of youth in Pennsylvania. He was also elected a delegate in Pennsylvania, and he was also able to negotiate a treaty of alliance with France. In this picture, you can see the negotiation between him and France, which, as you can see in the picture, they both signed the contract, which was able to set peace throughout both countries. Some themes and symbolism I was figured out during this novel was some quotes that he was able to say, such as, "A genius without education is like silver in the mine. When you finish changing, you're finished. He lives upon hope will die fasting. He who falls in love with the self will have no rivals. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame." One of the quotes that stand out to me the most was, "Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame," because we all tend to get mad over something, and as time goes by, we realize that we didn't really need to get mad at that moment, and all we see it as a joke. From my perspective, the evolution of the novel was that throughout his novel, he was able to show creativity, and he was also able to show a realistic view on how his lifetime went on, which he was able to express to us. He was also knowledgeable and really social, and to me the story was well read. In this picture, you can see the novel that I was able to read, which was Franklin's autobiography. From discussion, to me this autobiography was one of the best ones that I had the opinion to pursue. What I like about the most is that he clarifies for what he seems like forever in all the minutes that he was largely confronted that had the opinion to clarify detail by detail what he conducted, and the number of individuals who had the option to likewise impact him. This autobiography also influenced me to go on and have my own mindset, and that I should be by myself and not let any others control me. One of Benjamin Franklin's inventions that was able to fascinate me the most was the bifocal glasses. These glasses are still around in today, which are able to help people see better and also have better eye vision. It fascinated me because it has able to help many people's lives and also change how the world is now today. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and thank you for watching.